Welcome back to the Smokestack Diesel channel, guys. Today we got a 26 F250 King Ranch, and we're going to be putting a B&W gooseneck turnover ball in the bed. I've already got the kit open and everything, parts laid out where I want everything. So the kit number, and I'll put this in the description as well. It's a model 1123. And that goes for 23 to 26 F250. So I've got kind of my bolts laid out here, what we're going to do. And then over here, I've got the turnover plate ready to go, the side saddle straps for the frame ready to go, and the pieces that hold in the turnover ball right here, I've got them marked and ready to go in. So the first thing we're going to do is get the bed cut for the 4-inch hole. All right, so in the bed right here is where we're going to be cutting it out. They've already kind of got a circle where it goes, which is nice. So if you go up underneath the truck, there's actually a little dimple in the dead center of that center, right, the circle right there, and that's where you drill to get your center. So we'll go into the truck. I'll show you. All right, so underneath the truck, you can see that's where it goes. And if you look at that little dimple right there, if you put your drill bit right there and just drill you a super small hole right there for your starter of your hole saw, that'll be dead center for you. And it's a nice, easy way to do a lineup without having to do any measure. All right, our spare tire down here. Let's go ahead and get that off because it's going to come off anyway, so it'll be in the way of us. So back here in the back, lift up your seat, and you'll have your spare tire kit or your jack kit right here. So you'll need these two pieces on the end here. And then you'll need your main handle. All right, your piece has got like a little screwdriver, bit like a screwdriver end. You'll take this little door you got, pull your little door down, kind of slide it in there to a little angle that kind of matches the side of the bumper here. Turn it, you'll feel it lock in. Click your piece onto it, and now you got this little square cut out of your tire tool. Put that on there. Turn like so. You'll see your tires start to drop down. So there's our hole in the center. So now we'll go back up top and drill down from the top of the hole saw. All right, so we got our hole started right here. We can line up 4-inch hole saw to it. All right, so here's our hole. We got, this is a deburring tool. Got a pretty good little lip around here. So you take this and you can run it in there to all right. I've got some it's just a Honda black, but just some paint just to paint the edge up around here, just to kind of clean it up, make it look a little bit better, and then we'll get the vacuum and clean this mess up. All right, first thing to do underneath the truck, we got the truck up or you're crawled underneath it. First thing to do, we got to drop the exhaust, because the exhaust where it goes up at the bed, it won't clear the hitch. So we got to drop the exhaust. And in the kit, you're gonna have a set of drop brackets. So we're gonna need 10 millimeter. And then we'll have 2 more on the outside of the frame. So basically what this drop bracket's gonna do, it's going to, you pull the exhaust down, and this bracket will take the bottom hole, and then you'll go ahead and put your factory bolts back in it. Now this exhaust it's up there, so it's kind of tricky to get it pulled down where it needs to be because it doesn't want to be there. We got that side kind of mocked on, like so. And now put our factory bolts back in to get them started. All right, just do the other side. All right, it should look something like that. Tighten up your little 7/16 bolts right here, and now we're ready to move on. We're going to, next, this wire and this wire have to be moved because of our slide handle to unlock the pin will be in the way. So these two right here. All right, next we're going to put on our frame saddles. Get the one that kind of gives you the instructions on how to use it. That one will go right out here on the outside of the frame. You'll take your other one, and it'll kind of behind everything. It's tricky to get in there. And I've got that front one wiggled in. You're going to use this hole and this hole here, which you'll only line up one way. So get your big bolts, washer. Like so. And then you'll go to the plate on the inside, just line it up and slide it on it. The way this one's tucked up in there, it's kind of hard to see, but here's your other plate. I fed it in from the back side of the fuel tank and kind of fed it in. Just got to move one of your lines here over a little bit and kind of feed it in, but it will slide in. So we're going to use a large washer, large lock washer, and nut. So go ahead, just hand tighten the front and the back. Do not torque anything yet. Everything needs to stay loose during this, or it can move a little bit. So do that, and then it'll be the same exact on the other side. The other side's just easier. All right, got the passenger side in, and now you got holes on the top on both sides right here. So those will coincide with these long bars here. You got 4 of them. In your kit, you're gonna have these little grommets, these steel grommets, and you will beat that steel grommet into here with a hammer. So that right there is what the holes up in there are gonna hold, and you're gonna use all of your black bolts that have the Loctite on it for those. So we'll go ahead and fit all these in loosely. And then also these outside here will all line up with your outside bolts along here. So we'll get all that stuff loosely set up. All right, I've got the other piece kind of set in place. So we have these carriage bolts here. So if you look on the bottom, there'll be a little square on each of these. Drop that in there like so. So that way when this goes against it, right here, we've already got it in there. All right, next we'll do the inside and outside plates like this. It'll go on just like this here, and it'll go in reverse like this on the back. This one's a little tricky because of everything's so loose right now. I like to get one side in like so and push everything up together and watch this other bolt to get it to try to drop in. Sometimes it'll push the bolt back up in there, no big deal. Get it back down where it needs to go. Get you in, there you go, like that. Wheel it around to get it to drop. And we'll go ahead and put a nut washer and lock washer on that. All right, now you should have 4 of the 15-16 bolts back to go up here in the tops. And that's going to be for the main centerpiece of it. I've already bolted a little piece on here for the pull pin. So we'll set it up here. Go over the exhaust and pull these lines out of your way for a second here, and it'll slide up in there. Get it scooted out of the way. There you go. Now coming from the inside, up through. There we go. Once again, coming from the inside, push up on it. And then in the back, you'll have the spring right here is right in the way of this bolt coming from the outside in, kind of like we did the front one. So you got to reverse that and go in like so. So there you go, push and pull that over out of your way. All right, so you'll do your back, and then of course, big washer, lock washer, and your big one, and run all those in. All right, getting close. We got 8 more bolts left. So it's gonna be the 2" by 3/4 again. It'll come straight down on all of them but one. This one here, the way the bed is, we're gonna have to go straight up like so. So all the other ones, it's kind of a little bit of a trick to get them to drop down in there, but it's not terrible. Go up. All right, now going to the other side, it's the exact same way. All right, we've got all the bolts in it, so now I've kind of got this little rig that I use here. It's an old bed holder that you put in between here to hold stuff in your bed, but that and just a strap. And it's what we're trying to do is just pull that hitch up and just make sure it's centered in the hole where you want it at, and make sure it's pulled up flush where it needs to be. Put a little bit of pressure on it like so. You can use a 2x4. You can use whatever you need to just to kind of pull it up and hold it. And then we'll go back underneath now and start bolting everything together now that we got it kind of lined up in place. All right, we've got our center plate pulled up, so it's kind of where it needs to be at. So now we're going to start torquing everything down. There is a torque sequence on this per BMW hitches. So the first ones we're going to start with are the 1/2" bolts with the 15/16 nuts and heads on them. They're going to torque to 150 foot-pounds. All of them are. There's 8 of those. And then all of your small 5/8 bolts with 3/4 nuts on them, heads on them, will torque down to 100 foot-pounds. And it's very difficult to get in some of these angles to torque this stuff down. So a lot of it is torque, and a lot of it is try to get just tight. All right, that's 2 front. You got 2 in the back. Go ahead and torque them the same. All right, so I've got all of these torqued 150 foot-pounds. So the next one, number 2 on the torque sequence, is these here. And they're gonna be at 100 foot-pounds. Now from those two, you'll go to the back and do those back two. All right, your third set of bolts you're gonna do is the black bolts that we put in earlier for the, and those little cups that we had to beat in. So all the black bolts will also torque to 100 foot-pounds. All right, all these here, that's your number 4 torque. So you want to torque all these here to 100 foot-pounds. And it is tricky to get these torqued here because of the angle in here. All right, once you get all those tightened up, the next ones are going to be your big bolts going through the frame right there. And those are the big bolts, so they're back to 150 pounds. So go ahead and torque all those down, and you have 2 on each side. And the last bolts are going to tighten up at number 6 are going to be these here, front and back. Okay, all the bolts are torqued down now. So the last thing we got to do is put our handle on for out here so we can pull it out here at the fender and open the pin and close the pin. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is that system that you built up top to pull that plate up. We're gonna go ahead and loosen that, take that out. That way we can move this pin. All right, so we gotta put this arm up here for the, to pull the pin. So it'll go just like this. This will go on the back side. These bolts will come through the front right here, so you can tighten up that piece. And it's the last little tiny piece, but this is probably one of the trickiest ones to get done because it's just at every wrong angle you can think of to get to it. And there's going to be a 1/2 inch. All right, once you get it in, kind of reach out, check function. Looks good. Lock function's good. All right, every function check is good. So we've got all that installed. That's good to go. I'll show you there's also a set of hooks that go with this if you're actually pulling a gooseneck. I'm pulling a 5th wheel. This truck's pulling a 5th wheel, so we're not gonna worry about drilling the holes in the bed for those. Show you what they look like. So this is the hook set for your chains off of your gooseneck. And there's already 2 holes up inside here. It is all you do is just take those 2 holes and just drill them from underneath. That way you use that as a guide. All right, we got the spare tire back up under it. Got our hitch in. Looks good right there, nice and centered in the hole. Looks like it should be. So she's ready to go to work now. All right, got everything put back together. Put the tire kit back in the truck, so she's ready to go. I sure appreciate you guys for watching the video here. I hope that helps you out in putting a hitch in one of these trucks. 23 to 26, it's all the same hitch. If you would, go ahead, like and subscribe to the videos, and we'll have some more of these coming out for you. Have a good one.